Finally, in Revision Casino is high rollers. Again, dice based, so you will have to use random.org/dice at the minute in place of an actual physical dice to avoid any sort of sharing of resources. And how this works is students are in pairs, and the number that they roll on the dice corresponds to a question starter that you can produce on the board. I really like to use it as a 5W and an H, but you may also use it as 6 different topics from your subject. But the 5W and H is a really nice one because it can make students think about a topic in a context that they maybe otherwise wouldn't have. What do I mean by that? In terms of some topics lead themselves nicer to maybe when, where, how questions. So if we are going to force students to think of what, who, and why contextual questions for that topic, it's getting them to apply that knowledge they have. It takes it out of its normal context and they have to reapply it to a different scenario. It works brilliantly. This can also work really well as an icebreaker because then it's not the student that's choosing what they tell, their classmates or their form tutor group. It's almost like the dice decides what they get to share, so it removes that little bit of sort of social apprehension that can cause. And with that in mind, we're going to have a quick go of it as well. So you will need a dice from somebody on a mobile phone, so random.org/dice. And the topic is just getting to know your partner a bit more. So say you rolled a 1, it could be, what did you do over half term? Or if you rolled a 3, when did you realise that you wanted to become a teacher? Or if you roll a 4, where's the best place you've ever visited? Give it 2 minutes, just have a go at high rollers and see how it works, and then come back and we'll have a quick recap over what we've gone through so far. Hopefully that's given you some ideas about how you can sort of implement Revision Casino into your lessons. You can use techniques together as a sort of competitive side of things, because students really get into this, and as we all know, students work really well towards a prize, even if it is just a little bar of chocolate or something at the minute. It really helps. It can help give them a reason to hook in and engage with Revision Casino. I have found that similarly able students work best together for this. Otherwise, if you have mixed ability, you really have the chance that a student may dominate over another student. And the absolute last thing we want to do with Revision Casino is have one student come away demotivated. We are looking to make sure that both students are engaged and they're pairing off against somebody of a similar ability to them. I've given you some examples. Unfortunately, I'm not a subject specialist in all subjects, so I can't necessarily give it to you in your subject. But hopefully I've given you enough sort of context and ideas of how you could potentially start to ingrain that in your subject. Or just the sort of more general ideas in terms of the 5 Ws and an H, that's generally quite broad across all subjects. And then finally, I can give you these templates on request. If you want them for anything in terms of the graphics or anything you've seen, just drop me an email and I will be more than happy to help. Thank you. Hope Revision Casino can be useful.